good that you also listen to what we have to say, that your time is up. You have now done 1 hour, to be honest.
You guys are
and yes, you have done 1 hour, and we had agreed that each team gets a maximum of 30 minutes. You've now done 1 hour, and you're clearly far from finished.
Yeah, no.
So I think we be allowed
Chair,
to ask questions
we are not
now.
far from finished. We are not far from finished, Madam.
Let's urge that you wind up.
Oh, you see, Chair, just before that, allow me to register a protest.
And you know, as you register, Aaron,
Yeah.
I think the country has taken cognizance of the fact that this is the main complainant. So clearly, we should be able, as a healing process, I want to suggest, listen to them. Brush things under the table.
Co-chair, while I agree with you completely, you'll agree they have had an hour, which we haven't provided to any other group before you. So clearly, yeah, it's been an hour. It's been an hour.
No, the only thing I wanted to ask, Co-Chair, I agree with your guidance. Maybe you just need to guide on how many more minutes do we give them? Given the fact that when KK was here, I personally hurried Malala out of the seat because I was respectful of the rest of the people that needed to present before us. So maybe if you could guide on a proposal of 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Kindly, please.
5 minutes, yes.
Okay. 5 minutes, we have agreed, please. Because you have not even addressed the issue of fidelity to political parties, which I think is key.
I think the two.
If you can do that in a minute. Yeah.
And the gender rule is not yet.
I think the gender rule has been so well canvassed before this committee, but not so much the issue of Jubilee, for example.
It is 403
you want
by
to get away
408,
without
you
talking
should be
about
done.
Jubilee. Huh? So, Fadali, just take...
We are guided. The gender rule is up. CK, 1 minute.
We'll take into account the gender rule.
Thank you very much. I think it's important that we give Azimio women this chance because we actually put together a memorandum to this.
Please proceed.
In 1 minute.
Proceed.
So as Azimio women, there are 3 broad issues that we have canvassed, and we have looked at the 6 bills that have been in Parliament that have failed. We've also looked at the 6 petitions that have been to the Office of the Chief Justice that have also failed, and we also looked at the BBI, and therefore we saw 3 overarching ideas. One, the issue of anchoring the responsibility and implementation of the 2/3 gender rule in the Constitution. And we hold the view that a lot of these things must be anchored in the Constitution, including the formula of exactly how to execute the 2/3 gender rule. There is the issue of the proportional member representation. That has been canvassed greatly. We have looked at models like what is going on in South Africa, where then where people are elected not based on constituencies, but based on both genders and both representation. There is also the proposition of Senate having a 50-50 presentation, having 47 female senators and 47 male senators. That has been canvassed largely by Azimio women as one of the propositions. So to the formula that we think can unstick us is a basic formula, really. I know it looks like it has lots of algebra, but what we're saying is look at the proportion of elected underrepresented gender. And when we say gender, sometimes people think it's about women, but really it's only because women are currently the underrepresented gender. So we're saying that that proportion should add to a variable that we are calling X, and it should be equals to the 34% constitutional requirement on the number of underrepresented gender in both parliaments. So that's a simple formula. So all we're saying is after the election, look at how many women have been elected, look at the proportion that is required to make the constitutional requirement, and top up the rest. I thank you very much.
Well, that's exactly what's happening at the counties, isn't it? So you're saying we're
saying that we
borrow from the counties, county assemblies. Perfect.
Article 177.
Thank you very much, Chair. My name is Degwa Njiro. I am here to submit on the position of Jubilee.
You have 2 minutes. We said, yes, you have 2 minutes.
And as such, Honorable Chair, we are here to...
That's a point of order. Did you say you want to submit on the police brutality? For political parties?
No, political parties.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's a thing I personally would urge that you put on the table.
Thank you, Chair. We are addressing the question of political infidelity that has been perpetrated by the current regime, and most